My children, they live their lives based on headline CPI. Most Americans, they use headline CPI because it reflects things they have to buy.
Mhm.
They don't look at core CPI because they still have to buy food and gasoline. So why isn't the Fed using a more realistic inflation target as opposed to one that only exists in theory? And some, this is a scene in Fed Up, but some, brave Fed staffer in the back of the room raised their hand and said, well, if we used real inflation, we wouldn't have the cover to continue with quantitative easing or zero interest rate policy, at which point Jim Bullard, being the hot dog who he is, decided he was going to be cute. And he said, well, let me understand this, right? This is how we make monetary policy: garbage in, garbage out. And that's basically what it was. And the Fed had a great opportunity with this government shutdown to say, we are going to be an institution going forward that's going to use more real-time data. We're not going to rely exclusively on government data going forward. Um, and we've learned our lesson. So we're
Mhm.
going to incorporate more alternatives into our monetary policy making framework. And instead, we just see Fed funds futures for December rate cut collapse because the Fed's chosen to say that the fog has gotten thicker because we're not going to have an October or before we meet in December, a November non-farm payrolls report. So they're just digging in their heels. But again, it's always data is used by the Fed as a weapon of mass destruction to serve their needs and nothing more than that. And that was what I saw when I was on the inside. And it's sure as hell what I'm seeing today on the outside.